Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of American Pickerman. It's Wednesday, May 23rd. This is Season 3, Episode 8 already. Holy cow, the season's flying by. Got a few things on Friday. Was unable to go out on Saturday. I was on a short trip to New York for my daughter's graduation, which was wonderful, and I'm very proud papa. But I did get some things on Friday. Most all of them were from the same sale where I picked up just a whole bunch of stuff for 40 bucks. It was kind of nice to get that sale because knowing I wasn't going to get out Saturday, I still wanted to make a video this week, you know, for you, for me, for us to share. And that one sale made it all possible. And I did get a few other things scattered in there. So, you know, lean back, take a sip, and enjoy. Here was my first waste of money on the day. I think this is a Woolen Sack. Woolen Sack Rambler 4X binoculars. I paid $3 for them. And look at this case. Look at, I bought this case. It was thrown in free. That's nice, huh? Yee. Anyway, $3. Maybe they're worth $5. I got an kind of an absurd amount. I won't say an absurd amount. A good amount of old shaving equipment this week. Most of it from the same place. This is an Erskine sterilized 3106 brush. You know, you get full of the lather and you put it on your face. Then you shave. I don't. I use an electric razor on occasion. But these are you know, pretty collectible items. If you ever get one, I didn't see one exactly like this with the clear base on it right there. I paid. Okay, here's the deal. Try and follow along because I'm going to ramble a little bit. We got most of this stuff from one sale for $40. So this was in there. It was in a box that said a quarter. So truly, this was just a. Was that so hard to follow? God, Joe, that was crazy. How are we supposed to follow with all that? Anyway, all right. Okay, this was a quarter, and I think I'm going to say 15 to 20 on that guy because it's in really nice shape, and it's kind of nice looking one. From same sale, animal tattoo example hogs. It says so right there. Now you know. So inside is I figure anything that has to do with tattooing and is old is probably decent money. But this is an animal thing, you know. You get some lead things on there. It's got some pins on there. I think it makes a K or something. Anyway, you pinch it on the ear or whatever of the animal, and you use this special ink, and you've tattooed your pig. I never thought I'd say that before, but yep, you've tattooed your pig. Anyway, this was also in the quarter box, and I'm going to guess 20 to 30 on that. Same sale. More shaving items. A couple of straight razors here. This one, let's see what we've got here. It's a Bulker & Co. from Germany. This is a Red Engine. A Red Engine 101, I think it is. Number 101. Red Engine. Yeah, that's politically correct, isn't it? It's a nice one. No chips out of the blade, which is important when you're buying these things. You don't want to. These blades are really, you know, pretty delicate, and they take a hit and they ding and chip, and you've got pretty much a worthless straight blade. But this is a nice one, nice straight razor, and the handle looks really nice. And I'm going to guess 15 to 20 for that. Some of these things go up into the hundreds, but not these guys. This one's not quite as good because it doesn't say Red Engine. I think that alone makes that other one more collectible. This is a jewel by Bannier. Yeah. Again, no chips out of the blade there. Not a very exciting handle. The other one wasn't either, but it said Red Engine, and that made it all worthwhile. But this one will probably go for 10 to 15. From the same sale, from the same quarter box. Not one, not two, but three old glasses. And these are all 12 karat gold filled. So that makes them a little desirable. And this one's actually white gold, as opposed to these, which are gold. And these are actually worth about, you know, $20 to $30 a piece. And I'm happy about that. Same sale, new item, not a quarter. It was $1. $1. Sorry, still getting used to the webcam on the laptop here. These are salt and pepper shakers. They're cats, and they've got this. It's supposed to be a meowing cat. I don't know if you've seen these things or not. You tip it, and it goes. Wah! But I did that. That was not. Probably sounded just like it should. Wah! But no, they're supposed to meow. They don't. But they're cute, and they were $1, and probably get 10 for them. Target Sharp for a quarter, same sale. Most of this stuff, as you can probably realize by now, is going to be from the same sale because it just is. That's where I bought everything. was a great buy. Unused, a fountain pen, a roller, or a ballpoint pen, and a pencil. They look like they've never been used, which would be wonderful if they said anything like Parker or Eversharp or Schaefer, but Tucker Sharp, and nobody gives a crap about Tucker Sharp apparently, but probably still get 10 or 15 for those just because they're in perfect condition. Little shaving kit from the same sale, you guessed it, little stainless steel box. It's ever ready. Little razor. I'm not going to take it out. It's just a little thing. Just a little thing. Just a little razor thing for shaving. You know, you go right well with that brush from the other box. But it's a little beat up, and these aren't really worth a whole lot. I'll be lucky to get, maybe I'll get 10 for it. Maybe. A clock for $1 that I thought worked, but actually doesn't work. But it's a very cool one, and one that didn't work also sold for $10, just like this one, only it had a black side on it instead of a white side. So maybe I can get 10 for it. We'll see. This was also in the quarter box, another razor. This is a Gillette. It's pretty well worn. I don't know. It doesn't say gold on there, even though it's gold colored. It might be gold plated or something, but it doesn't say so. But because it's so worn, I'll be lucky to get 5 or 10 out of that. Okay, quiz time, everybody. What the heck is this? Can't even get there. Let's back up a little bit. There it is. I don't know what it is. It looks like a little pipe, but I also think that maybe a cigarette goes in there vertically. I don't know. If you know exactly what that is, maybe you could tell me exactly what that is, because I'd like to sell it. It was a quarter, and it just helps to sell things when you know what the heck they are. So, any help? Thank you. Quarter, a few old keys. I don't know. Typically, keys, you can sell old keys like that in lots and get 15, 20 bucks for them. But I'm going to hang on to these till I get a few more. These were a quarter. For a quarter, a can't leak atomizer here. I don't know if it works or not. I'm afraid to squish the bulb. It's rather firm, and it is hard old plastic, and it may just shatter on me. I don't know. But it's in pretty good shape. Nice little display piece, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to say 10 to 15 on that guy. A little fishing gear here. This is a Bobette bait box. I've had a few of these in the past. This one's in a little better shape than most of them are. It's in the water or near the water, and it has worm here. You open it up. I don't have any worms in it, but it's a little rusted. But you put your dirt, your soil in there, and you put your worms in there, and they keep fresh and they keep happy, and then you catch a fish. I'm guessing 15 to 20 on that guy. Thought I had a nice little piece here because it says Coke, and even though Coke isn't as highly collectible as it was for a while, it's kind of gone down in stock. I thought I had a nice little Coke bottle opener here. Turns out it's only worth maybe about 5. Here's kind of a cool little item. I love getting old lighters, and this is one I hadn't seen before, but apparently there are quite a few of them out there. It's a cruise ship cigarette lighter. It's butane. It has an S on it. It says Bailu or something like that on there. It's got the complete box with compliments of Summerfin passenger lines. So it's unused. It's in the box. It's a nice looking one. I'm going to say this was in the quarter box, by the way. So I'm going to say about $30 or $40 on that guy right there, just because it's in such pristine condition. Not sure why I bought this. It's really nasty. I'd blow on it and make you some happy music, but it's so nasty looking I'd hardly even want to touch it. But it was in the quarter box, and I just piled all the quarter stuff up that I could find. And this is a Yamaha butterfly harmonica, pretty beat up. It's got quite a bit of wear all around. So somebody had a good time with it at one time, but anymore it's fodder for Goodwill. So quarter gone. Little Bakelite, it appears, cigar holder. These are collectible little items. Good condition, used, which that's most of them are. But in the quarter box, and probably get about 10 bucks for that guy. If you want to save yourself 10 cents, don't buy a little packet of Panama coins here, because they aren't worth 10 cents. In the quarter box again, a little bracelet here with the cameos on it, hand carved. No markings to determine what the metal is. It's not magnetic, but I can't, I'd like to think it was gold, but that probably is crazy talk. So it's just a cute little old bracelet, and if it's not gold, I can still probably get 10 bucks for it, but if it is gold, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit. I'll let you know on that one. An aluminum fishing tube holding a Wright and McGill 6' 9" fishing rod. It's in pretty good shape. I paid $1 for this, I think it was. Don't really remember, but I think it was $1, maybe $2. But it's worth about $15 to $20. Some more fishing gear here, keeping it in the fishing mode. See that? It says new. Never. No, it doesn't say new. It says never. Never been used. $15. This is a damn quick reel. Kind of a big feller. I just love it when I talk to him. That's just a big feller. And look at the size of that sucker in there, huh? Look at that. That's a beauty. I catch a big old marlin with that one there. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's unused. It's in the box. I paid $10 for it. And there was a bonus in here because there was a little Mitchell instruction manual in there. That goes for $5 or $10 just alone. This guy, as is, with the instructions and all, not a great find, but probably get 30 to 40 for it. It's a quick 89. There it is. And right next to that, looky here, it's a brand new. See, I knew it said new somewhere. Brand new, never used, 15. Again, I got this for 10 because I said, hey, how about the two for 20 bucks? They said, okay. This one, again, unused in the box, just like it says on the lid. I wish they hadn't written on that lid like that. That drives me crazy when they do that. But it is, nonetheless, a beautiful, pristine, damn quick 330. And this guy, in this condition, about 150 bucks. So that made the week right there. Another pretty good find here. Wow, I kind of woke up or something. Another pretty good find here. These are Sterling salt and pepper shakers. Not weighted. Mark Sterling FTG, I think it said on the bottom. 1205, but together this is a combined. Wow, oh, this is bad. Ooh, look at, I'm framed nicely. Anyway, sorry. Definitely need more coffee, more sleep, or some good combination of the two. Nice set of Sterling salt and pepper shakers. These weigh in at nearly 3 ounces, so for $5, super buy. Quick one, Yahtzee, boom. Got these two Pacmayr, I think it's pronounced Pacmayr, don't know much about them, don't know anything about them really, except that they're gun grip handles for pistols. They're new in the box, I believe. They look new, they're kind of rubberized grips. I got, like I said, I got paid $3 for the two of them. I don't know, I thought they'd be somewhat collectible, and they are, but only somewhat collectible, so not a whole lot of value there. I might wind up getting about 10 bucks each for them, or maybe 10 bucks for the two of them, but not a great find. Pretty good find here. John Adams, the HBO series. Paid $1 for the unopened 3-disc set. And those are going for like $20. Sometimes I could just kick myself. And if I was, flexible enough, I probably would. But I would crack and break and scream and cry if I even tried. Anyway, I spent probably... Sorry, dropped one of these important items I'm about to show you. Spent probably 10 minutes or more just digging through this box of old pencils. I guess I was hoping for an old pen to be in there somewhere, but there wasn't. There was just a bunch of old mechanical pencils, and they were like 5 for $1. So I got like $1.50's worth here. They're just, a little, I'll just show them to you. None of these have any particular value, but maybe as a lot I'll get $10 or $15 for them. There's one. This one says Fort Dodge Serum Co. So I guess at Fort Dodge, that's where you wanted to buy your serum, and they give you free advertising pencil. This one says Riviera Packing Company. I'm sorry, I hate squinting down like that and looking like I'm 102 years old, but dang it, my eyes, they feel about that old, so that's the way it goes. This one says Woodmen of the World. Woodmen of the World, Denver, Colorado. Yeah, it looks like my arm's broken. Ah! Keystone Supply Company. Pipe and oil well supplies out of Nowata, Oklahoma. Isn't this exciting? This is why I spent so long looking through that box. I mean, in a slight way, it's kind of cool. Here's an old script out. It doesn't have any advertising on it, but I bought it anyway because I'm a goof. International Harvester Company, Salina, Kansas. Anyway, there was a whole box of these. I spent 10 or 15 minutes looking through them, wasting a lot of time for something that I'm only going to get about 10 bucks for. So that is my lesson. Don't get stuck looking at stuff that's not going to be worth anything anyway. So there's my my what? My tip of the week. That's what it is. It's a tip of the week for you. All right. Well, I've got to get to work, and I'm going to have to edit this all together so I get all the crap out of it and make it somewhat cohesive. And this weekend coming up looks pretty good, and I'll be here the whole weekend. And my daughter will be back in town, and she'll be yard sailing with me, so maybe she'll find some stuff too. So, oh, one thing I didn't show you was a dual 606 turntable that I paid $10 for. Couldn't find a perfect match for it just yet, but I'm going to guess that $10 will parlay into about $60. So, woohoo! Everybody have a good week. Stay tuned for updates on a few things that sold last week. I only sold a few things last week because I was going on that short little vacation, so I didn't put anything up for sale because I didn't want to sell something and then not be here to ship it, because that tends to tick people off and you get negative feedback that way, and I don't like that. So anyway, there are a few things there. Enjoy them, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I feel so low.